The residents of Saltmarsh never looked at the deep shallows during a full moon. They said the water there didn't reflect the sky, it swallowed it. Mark, a young fisherman with more depth than sense, ignored the warnings. He dropped his nets where the water turned a bruised, oily purple, hoping for a haul that would change his life. Instead, he pulled up something that made the air turn cold. It looked like a piece of driftwood at first, long, pale and porous. But when it hit the deck, it didn't thud, it squelched. Mark held his lantern close and saw that the wood was actually a limb, translucent and mapped with veins that pulsed with a slow, rhythmic glow. It had no skin, only a layer of fine, weeping cilia that moved like grass in a breeze. Then came the sound, a wet, vibrating hum that felt like it was coming from inside Mark's own teeth. Slowly, more limbs draped over the edge of the boat. They were impossibly long, ending in delicate, many-jointed fingers. The creature didn't climb, it flowed upward, a mass of pale, jelly-like muscle and shifting organs. It had no face, just a single, massive eye, situated in the center of its chest, protected by a lid of clear, hardened bone. The eye opened. It wasn't a fish's eye, it was human, a deep, intelligent amber, but it was the size of a dinner plate. Mark froze as a thin needle-like appendage rose from the creature's head and pressed against his forehead. It was freezing, yet it felt like it was burning into his skull. Images flooded his mind. Sunless canyons of bone, cities built of shipwrecks, and a hunger that had lasted 10,000 years. The hum grew louder, shaking the boards of the boat. Mark tried to scream, but his voice was gone, replaced by the sound of rushing water. The creature didn't want to eat him, not his flesh anyway. It began to pull, and Mark felt his memories, his name, and the very warmth of his blood being drawn toward that giant amber eye. The next morning the boat drifted into the harbor. It was empty, save for a single perfect pile of salt on the deck, and a pair of boots filled with seawater. The deep shallows remained still, but those who stood on the pier swore they could hear a faint wet humming coming from beneath the waves, sounding suspiciously like a man trying to remember his own name. Thank you for watching. Please, like, share and subscribe.